If you are new to Lovable, you are probably making the same mistakes lots of people make. That is, building too fast or building too much. In this video, I want to show you the simplest way you can get started with Lovable. I'm a Lovable ambassador and I help builders like you to build and scale fast. All right, so we're good to go. All right, so welcome to the main build. Right, so if you're on this page, well, I assume that you've signed in. You have already signed in since you've done your registrations. So this is how the landing page looks like, right? And let's just take a look at what is on the left pane side. All right, so it comes with a home. It comes with a search component where you're able to search your projects, and then you're able to browse the rest. And now the all projects actually lists all the projects that you've worked on, but the most important ones that I want you to concentrate on is the discover, the template, and so the discover, the template, and then also the learn. Right, so let's look at the discover. So the discover basically it's a list of all the apps that have been built using this particular platform, and the essence is for you to find inspiration or find innovation or something that you think you would like to copy and then remix on your own build. Yeah, so that is what the discover is all about. Then the template. So Lovable is making it very easy for you to sort of start off with Kickstarter Kickstarter templates. So if you are building something like a store, an e-commerce store, you could use this one as a template for users. And then also if you are building something like let's say more like a blog, a personal blog, you could use this one. I mean, it's very beautiful, well crafted. Yes, so that will be your template to use. And if you're also working around, let's say something around personal blog, well, we just looked at that, and I mean there are a couple of them, so you could just start as a Kickstarter template so that you don't have to start from the ground up. Here, so this is a very beautiful event template, so you can create an event and list them here. Very beautiful, right? So that is what it's about. Then the learn links you to the resource page of Lovable, right? Okay, so let's go back to home where we can see everything happening. Okay, so like I said from the beginning, before you build, you need to decide what the outcome will be. You need to be certain that this is what I want to achieve with this prompt or with this prompt, right? So if you don't decide, the issue is that you end up adding features upon features, and at the end of the day, you may add up features that the customer may not need or the end user may not need. So it's very important for you to clearly note what you like. What are we building today? You always have to define the outcome. So today, what I want us to start building with, well, let's take a walk here first. Okay, so first of all, you have the plus sign here. Now the plus here helps you to take screenshots, and then also you can also connect like third-party MCPs or maybe aggregators, or let's say plugins or links or connectors. Yeah, connectors. So it could be Shopify, it could be Stripe, it could be N8N, it could be Monday, anything. I mean, all the tools that are available, you can just connect to all of them to build from there. Then also you can take a screenshot of any page that you want to build and then just upload, and it goes in there. And then we have the attached. So the attached is basically where you can browse and upload images, or you can do, you can upload documents, you can upload anything that you can even upload your code build. I mean, let's say you probably developed on a different platform and you're importing it to Lovable. That also Lovable allows you to do that, right? So that is what the attach is for. And then we have the themes. So the themes is basically, I mean, what color grid or what color theme do you want to use? So All these are, I mean, themes that you can browse to, to make your site look good, right? Okay, but I always want to start from the bottom. All right, so let's start from the bottom. Then we have the chat and we have the voice. The voice is actually another way to enter your prompt or to send your prompt. So I prefer the text because I have control over what I'm typing and how to edit it very easy. Others prefer the voice input. So if you hit the voice input, you can record whatever you want to build and then it goes in there. But I prefer the text. So let's go with the text. So today I want us to create a personal savings plan, right? Savings assistant, right? Let's make personal savings assistant and financial planner for a corporate worker, all right? Or for a corporate worker, all right? Worker who is into tech. I want to be able to capture, analyze, and project my financial outlook. All right, so this is basically what we want to achieve, right? So after prompting, all you need to do is to either hit enter or send from the arrow. All right, so what is happening now is that it goes into, the building stage where it builds from the engine. So usually it takes a while depending on the complexity of your prompt or the complexity of your project, but let's see what's happening. All right, so as you can see here, it is creating, it's actually analyzing what we are to build, and then it gives us some predefined features. So it comes with a dashboard with financial overview, cards, transaction capture form, spending breakdown chart, savings goal tracker with progress, and then monthly projection trend chart. So this is what we have. Let's see how it comes up next, right? Okay, all right, so like I said, anytime you are building, make sure you have the end goal in mind, and also you know what the result should be. It's very important, because what happens is that the AI Lovable version 2.1 comes with a feature, the AI integration feature, which suggests features for you. So what that means is that if you put a prompt and you are building, the system understands the context of your prompts, and so it ends up suggesting features and components that would enhance the build. But the question is that, do you actually need those features? All right, do you actually need those components? If you don't need those components, then it's very important not to add them, and it's important to have your own version or your own phase build. So phase build means that you build these features for this particular phase, and then the next phase you build the other features. So basically that is what the feature build means. So first we are building the front end, and then subsequent build we will build the back end that will support the front end. All right, so let's see what is happening here. We say we should connect to Lovable Cloud. Well, so now the Lovable Cloud is actually going to be our database, right? So yes, let's connect to the Lovable Cloud, because that will be our back end. So for most of you who do not know, Lovable Cloud is actually built. It's currently built into the same infrastructure just as Supabase, right? So what that means is that you don't need to have Supabase integrated and also have Lovable integrated. They are all the same. Sorry, Lovable Cloud integrated. They are all together. So, and the good part is that Lovable Cloud comes with several LLMs, which allows you to easily integrate AI into your build. And you pay as you go. So you only pay depending on your usage or depending on how you're able to use your platform. So Superbase has some free plans. After exhausting those, you would have to pay. But Lovable Cloud gives you the AI integration and gives you the cloud as well, and everything is well integrated. Wow. So this is what we have: our financial dashboard, our transactions. It comes with all this. We're able to see our monthly expenses and recent transactions, savings goal, are we meeting our goals or not, spending breakdown, and also projections here, right? So this is what we have. Okay, let's see if the back end is supported. Let's say amount is $1,000. Let's say category is food. Notes, today's expenses. Okay, let's add. Whoa, did it reflect? Did it reflect? Did it reflect? Did it reflect? Recent transactions? No, it didn't reflect. So what that means is that the back end is currently not supported. So that's the reason why we are unable to see the expense that I just saved, the recent expense I just saved, the $1,000 reflecting. Yeah, so the $1,000 on food is not reflected. So that means that the back end is not fully integrated. All right, so basically this is how you build, and once you're done, you can then come to publish, and then you type how do we call this one? Personal saving. No, let's make it, let's have a cute name. I save. Okay, I save, and then we save and we publish. Well, there's a security warning here, so after publishing, let's review what it is. Lovable comes with a security scanner that scans your application to detect if there are any vulnerabilities. If there are any, it would fix them for you. So let's wait. Yeah, sometimes my laptop is probably running slow, so many applications running. Yes, but yes, it does work well. All right, so it's updated. Now let's check what the warning is about. So it says that database has no security policies, all data could be exposed. That's right. Okay, so we would update the RLS policies. So those are the policies that would guard our tables against external attacks. Yes, but this is just a short demo of how to get started on Lovable, right? So our app is published. If you want to view it, you can view. So basically this is how to get started, right? This is how to get started. Now, if we add the authentications, that is where we can now sign in and sign up. And if we add the database tables, we can, if you add the AI insights, that also comes. So these are the AI suggestions that I spoke about. So if your initial notes do not include this, you may end up adding them because realistically, they look good and they will make your application look very useful. So you need to have your notes compare against what the suggestions are to see if it's realistic, if your customers will need it, or it's just something that doesn't add up, right? So this is basically all it is about navigating and using Lovable. Very easy, right? Okay, so I'll see you in the next video where we are going to walk through the adding the authentication, setting up the database, as well as adding other features to this. So this application is going to go live. We are going to build it and deploy it for people to use. All right, thank you.